has emerged again, and she has now let the world know that after Michael Bloomberg has entered the race, she now needs to enter the race. Now, I believe there was a governor that just jumped in maybe a day or so ago. His name's escaping me at the moment. I haven't read up too much on him, but this is just another sign. The establishment is scrambling all over the place, scrambling like eggs. Okay? Trying to find someone to get into this primary that can either go all the way and cause a massively contested convention so they could just screw it away from any outsider candidate, or possibly somehow in their world they believe they're going to resignate enough to just get the votes away and defeat outsider candidates. And okay, we'll see how well that goes. But now Hillary is under the massive pressure again. You don't believe me? You can hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
As I say, never say never. And I will certainly tell you, I'm under enormous pressure from many, many, many people to think about it.
Well, there you go. She's under enormous pressure from many, 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 many people to certainly think about it. And never say never. Well, she's under enormous pressure. Who could be putting this woman under enormous pressure, I wonder? Perhaps some of the people who donated millions and millions of dollars to her in 2016. All your big donors, Hillary. Could it be some of those people? Could it be somebody like Soros? Could it be some of your Wall Street buddies? Maybe somebody in Big Pharma. Or just the big banks on Wall Street. You know. I got a feeling of some of those people. But then again, maybe they don't want you to run because they invested a lot of money in you in 2016. That didn't work out so well either. So, kind of up in the air as to whether your rich pals even want you to, because clearly you didn't win. But a part of me still thinks that maybe some of them may not be behind you anymore because you lost and they invested all that money into you. A bigger part of me thinks that there is still a lot of them out there who do want you to run for that very reason. So is that who's pressuring you into it? Maybe it's mainstream media behind the scenes pressuring you into it because they've been kissing your butt for so long. Maybe Republicans are pressuring you into it because they think that if you get the nomination again, Donald Trump is absolutely 100% guaranteed a second term. Maybe that's why. And maybe that's who's pressuring you into it. Who knows? Okay? But I will say this. Okay? If you run, Hillary, you would lose so bad. So bad. So bad. And you will cause such outrage amongst farther left Democrats. Oh, man. People said that Donald Trump would tear the Republican Party apart if you were nominated again to run against President Trump again and lost again. The Democratic Party will be in tatters. Period. And you know how I know that, Hillary? Because you and all these Democrats and even farther left Democrats have made the argument since you lost in 2016 that you should be sitting in the Oval Office right now because you won the popular vote, but Trump won the Electoral College. Now, before I go further on that point, I would just like to emphasize I love your hypocrisy because you criticized Trump that it was a dangerous thing when he said he wouldn't just accept the election results. He'd have to see what happened when the time came, meaning that if he won the popular vote and you won the Electoral College is what I gathered from that. But you said that was dangerous rhetoric. And then when the chips, when the tables were turned, okay, you did the very thing you criticized him for. Because you're just as childish as anyone ever accused Donald Trump of being. But you made that argument that you should be president because of the Electoral College. You harped and whined and moaned and pissed and moaned about it for God knows how long. And a lot of other people were right in there with you. Okay? Now, with that being said, you've got this gripe that you were robbed of the election. The Russians robbed you of the election. The way our system works robbed you out of that election. So why are you not the martyr standing at the front of this race with everyone standing behind you right now saying you should be the president? Yes, you deserve to run again and beat Donald Trump this time. We'll fix what happened from last time. Why isn't that happening, Hillary? And don't say it's not because you haven't declared. If there was that much movement behind you, you would have declared before Andrew Yang. No, Hillary, you know that the people don't want you. Especially in a crowded field where they have this many options to choose from. See, last time the only other option was Bernie Sanders, really. But now you've got Andrew Yang, Tulsi Gabbard, Bernie Sanders, and even some people who are too similar to you that they would be stealing votes away from you, like Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Cory Booker, Elizabeth Warren, Pete Buttigieg. All of y'all are in this nice bubble, with Elizabeth Warren maybe on the fringe of being on the outside of that bubble. She's about to bust out of it, but she's still in your bubble because she's still an insider. The more that mask of hers gets revealed when people ask her tough questions. Okay? And that's why she's supposedly been in contact with you as well. That's why Harry Reid said he thinks she's more pragmatic than most people believe she is on Medicare for All. So she's very much an insider too. But if you got on the stage and had all these people to fight against, which you didn't have last time, it wouldn't work so well for you. Look what happened to you in 2008, when there was someone who had much more charisma and could resonate with a lot of people. And look, Bernie had way more charisma than you. But I do think there was a lot of other factors that at the time Senator Obama had going for him that Bernie kind of didn't have. And I'm not just talking about race and all that. There's just a lot of people look at Bernie's age and say, do we really want to take a gamble with that? I mean, the president's a hard job. Look at how their hair looks when they go in and when they come out. I mean, take Obama. He went in looking like a fairly younger guy. He came out looking like Gramps. Okay? So, that being said, you'd get trounced in the primary. You wouldn't beat Trump in the election again. Trump would walk all over you in the election, just like last time. And the reason why is because your base, the Democratic Party and their voters, are not going to want to see you as a nominee, which means the Trump voters will be fired up and furious to make sure you don't get into office, just like they were in 2016. And the Democratic base, after you get in the race this late and got the nomination, playing devil's advocate here, they're going to sit back and go, oh, this is some BS. And they're not going to come out and vote for you. They're going to feel like all hope was lost. The Democratic Party is too freaking rigged. And this is a waste of our time. That's why you're not in the race, Hillary. Because you know you would lose. Pure and simple. Okay? Finalizing this up, Hillary Clinton, in my opinion, is just like a big, bad, horrible, painful case of hemorrhoids. You can't get them to go away, and they are just consistently there, being a big, massive pain in your ass. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Independent Report. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up and like the video. Also, if you have any questions or comments that you'd like to ask or topics you'd like us to cover, please drop a comment in the comment box below. And also, please subscribe to the channel. And if you do subscribe, ring that bell so you'll stay up to date when we drop new videos and you'll get notifications of it. And also, please support us on Patreon. Funds are going to be used to grow and improve this channel so we can reach more and more people and spread the message that the mainstream media doesn't want to tell people. We hope you'll tune in next time.